So I have people commenting on some of my last videos about Candace, saying things like, oh, just don't ask questions, you just want to obey. And, oh, I don't know, I don't think Tyler did it. It just seems off. Okay, first of all, none of my videos have ever implied to just obey. You'll find very few people less trusting than me. It's not about that. Do ask questions, but when you ask questions, don't just go for the answer you want. Actually look at things objectively. If you're just looking for the answer you want, then that's the only answer you're going to get. You think that Tyler didn't do it? Okay, why? Why? Going by the actual evidence that there is and everything that you can see with your own eyes, do you actually check? Why do you think that? Just give me an argument. I've asked this question in the comments and nobody responds. Okay, you think that, tell me why. Tell me why. And when you have somebody like Candace that has repeatedly lied and completely made up shit, and when she's proven wrong, she just never addresses it again. She just moves on. Okay? She's a crazy fucking psycho who has been making a lot of money off of Charlie's death. Do you know her podcast was at its absolute lowest ever the week that he died, and spiked at his death to the most popular podcast in the world? She is profiting off of his death. I mean, gosh, if we thought like Candace, then I could say it was her. It was her that was responsible for Charlie's death, but I'm not like Candace. I use things like objective evidence, not just my feelings, because I don't like her, okay? Since she's the one that is causing the most distractions and the most damage to his legacy, and I mean, come on, there's a lot of feelings that could make me think that way, but that's not evidence. That's not how it works. No, you should not blindly obey or trust anybody. Has the government lied and done terrible, terrible things? Yes, absolutely. Does that mean every terrible thing is a government conspiracy? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's just being foolish. You have to look at each thing individually. Look at the evidence available carefully, okay? And I'm going to cover one. I want to do a bunch of videos. Like, there's so much, but I'll just do this. The 30-06 thing. Okay? I'm sorry, but anybody who's telling you it couldn't have been a 30-06 who would have blown his head off doesn't actually know guns. They're lying to you, okay? It does depend on the round, okay? There are different kinds. Is it a home load? Is it a varmint load? What kind of load is it? I've shot a cow in the head 3 times with a 30-06, and they're just tiny little holes, and I guarantee you it didn't blow off its head. Okay, it was actually a really funny, horrifying story. It depends on the load of the round. Could that have been a 30-06? Yes. Yes, and if you can show me evidence otherwise, I would love to hear it. I am not asking that question rhetorically. If you think it's something else, let me hear your actual reasons. Because I've really looked at this. This is one of the biggest events of our lives. This was horrifying. It was just huge. I have really looked at it. If you think that the shot could have come from anywhere else other than Tyler, explain to me how. Explain to me how. And have you really looked at it? Or have you just listened to somebody else tell you why they don't think it was him? And then say, oh, okay, well that does sound weird. No, have you actually checked why it could or could not be him? Remember, if you are only looking for the answers that you want, that is what you will get. You have to be able to look for things that may not be the answer that you want, okay? Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes what you want, the people you want to be doing a certain thing aren't going to do it. They're not going to do it because this is real life with real people. And we have people that are accusing Erica based off of what? Off of what? Because they don't like how she looks? Because they don't like how she moves? These are feelings, they're not evidence. Okay? Think objectively. We are all fucked up over this. Horrible things have happened. People have been horrible about it. But one of the most horrible, after the person who actually murdered Charlie, has been Candace. And she has done nothing but profit off of this. Laughing and mocking Erica after she said, the only people who can tell me to stop is Erica and my husband. Well, Erica told you to stop. And what did you do? You mocked her. You mocked her. She's an evil fucking whore. Okay, so I did start a Patreon, but it's not up yet because I fucked it up. It asked me as I was, starting the whole thing, do you want this to be 18 plus? And I'm used to, like, on my YouTube videos, I usually say, this is not for children 18 plus, so I can cuss, and, if I wanted to talk about, like, graphic imagery or stuff like that, I don't want kids watching that, right? So I marked that, and it just meant, like, adult content, which is not what I'm going to do. And then you can't uncheck the box, and then they say, well, we don't allow adult content anyway. We just wanted to know, so I had to put in a ticket. So anyway, so I am going to try to do a Patreon so I can just video dump about stuff like this for people that would be interested in having some actual discourse and discussion. So when I ask you people in the comments, questions like, why do you think that? Why are you saying that? I actually want to hear your answer. Let's discuss it if you have the guts to. Okay, that's it for right now.